bit of a celebrity. A bit of a
Cool.
celebrity. Tell us your story.
So
How did you get to
this is what
Dubai?
happened last week.
Yeah, that's a good question. So basically, I came to Dubai 4 years ago with two of my business partners. One of them is also here in that picture, another blondie. And we're all from the medical background. So when we started here in Dubai, we had no idea about what we actually do these days. So we came here without any plan, without any money, basically, just short time before COVID started from Germany. And yeah, our goal was just to establish something big, a business, just a company for ourselves. And this is what we basically did. Sounds very easy. It was definitely not easy, but it
Yeah.
was worth it. And we stepped into real estate in the probably worst time in the Dubai market when everything was empty and the world was shut down and there was no clients and basically nobody knew what will go on and how the future will look like. In the end, it was our benefit because the Europeans started to come, like European investors started to come to Dubai after COVID. A lot of them discovered Dubai for the first time because there was basically no other place to travel to. And as we are from
Yeah.
Germany, we have the advantage, um, yeah, to speak German and to attract those investors as we have that trust factor. These days, we have investors all around the world. There's probably no nationality which is not investing in Dubai, some more, some less. And we also
Yeah.
established a full company structure and company group, not only real estate, but we also have our corporate service provider, which is Extent. So we also establish companies for our investors and find tax solutions for them, especially for the European one. For example, we have tax advisors from Germany here in-house in Dubai. Also, we have a holiday home a rental company, long-term rental company. Yeah, basically the whole infrastructure for the clients in-house.
Amazing. Amazing. And why Dubai? I mean, obviously, I've heard a lot of great things about Dubai and Jalika. Why do you like Dubai so much?
Because it's very international. So you never feel like a foreigner because all of us were foreigners in this country. 90% is yeah, are foreigners, 10% are locals. And because the city is moving so fast, it's always developing. And we
Yeah.
can say Dubai is like a company, you know, and Sheikh Mohammed is the CEO. So he always
Yep.
thinks how to improve the company, how to improve the structure, the process, and how to make it even easier for new employees to join or team members and how to make it attractive for them to have their business here. And this is what I really love. Also that people are super open-minded. You can talk to anyone and people are ambitious. You really get inspired from many business um, categories or people in Dubai.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the general real estate market? How do you feel? Is it booming at the moment? Who's investing? How does it work in terms of the golden visa? Maybe can you kindly take us through that?
Yeah. So since COVID, really the market picked up a lot and it's booming since then, basically. So the prices have also gone up, the rents have gone up. We had an increase in the prices per year, average probably around 15%, in some areas even up to 40%. So it has been really, really crazy. Even last year, we had an average increase of the rents of almost 40% all over Dubai. So there is a lot of demand, but we have to keep in mind that a lot of people are also shifting to Dubai these days. Last year, we had 100,000 more people relocating to Dubai. The year before, it was 76,000. And when I came to Dubai 4 years back, we were a total population of maybe 2.8 million, 2.9 million. Now, these days, we are 3.65. So in that 4 years, it's massive. And what they're planning with like the leaders of the UAE with their 2040 vision is to increase the population of Dubai itself up to even 7.6 million. So we definitely need more projects to come, and we have this demand here on the market. So it's not an oversupply. We can see that also when we rent the properties, for example, after we sold them to the investors. This is also one of our services, that we take care not only until the contract is signed, but all the way down the road, basically. That we have a huge demand on the market, and even if the prices and the rents are increasing, still people are buying and people are renting here. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. And I was in
And
Dubai last year. We have a conference we go to every year for immigration, and every year is a lot more people. There's a lot, and
yeah,
the return's great. The yield's good. There's virtually 0% tax, right? So there's just so many people that went to this conference. But yeah, sorry, you're saying.
yeah, sorry, because you also talked about the golden visa. We have very good opportunities to claim a visa here. If you invest, for example, 750,000 AED, so dirhams, which is around, I don't know, dollars, a little bit more, but euros, it's 180,000 euros probably. Then you can get a residence visa of 2 years after the property is completed. And as long as you have that property, you can renew it. And with the golden visa, you have to invest up to 2 million dirhams, like minimum, around 500,000 euros. And after you paid only 20%, even if the property is off plan, you can already claim the golden visa for 10 years. And this also will be renewed as long as you can still confirm that you have 2 million dirham of property volume invested in Dubai, which is also, it's boosting the market and bringing more investors in, because you can get a bank account after that and all of these kind of things. Yeah, and ROI wise, on the long-term rents, we probably have around 7 to 9% net in the B locations, I'm calling it. In the prime areas, it's going to be less, of course, because the service charges is higher, the price is higher. There we have more capital appreciation, but less ROI. So ROI on the long term will be probably around 5 to 6% net. And the short-term rents can even go up to 10 to 14%.
Fantastic. Okay. First, any other questions for anyone from our group, our small group today? What do you want it to be too big today, Angelica? David, you had a question?
I'm just trying to think of something.
A small question.
Yeah, not at this stage, no. Stage.
Okay. I do know, so, Angelica, as you know, we have a lot of members globally. A lot of people are already agents or developers or brokers. But the idea is very, very simple. Everyone's got buyers. It doesn't matter where they're from. They could be from India, they could be from Turkey, they could be from Paris. It doesn't matter. But I guess the idea is because of the network, right? The bigger the network, the more buyers you're going to encounter and the more transactions you're going to close, right? One thing about Dubai, I do have to say, is the commission is ridiculous. I don't know if you agree, Angelica. But I've been doing some research. When I was there last year, developers pay 10, 15% commission. I don't know if you've seen that come across. There's definitely some really, there's definitely some really, really good commissions coming across. I was reading this, for example, the projects in Dubai at the moment are super high commission. So we sold one or two in the heart of Europe, again, through people like you. So we're not in Dubai on the ground. So obviously we've got people everywhere. But the idea is the relationship between yourself, because you're on the ground, you can look after our clients, etc. That's kind of the idea, the big network. But have you found off-plan projects in Dubai? Is it, how do you sell them? That kind of stuff.
Regarding the commission, to be honest, the average right now is between 2 to 5%. I don't know where you have seen 10 to 15.
Red's a second hand? You're doing second hand stuff, right? This is new.
No,
This is
no,
off-plan.
both. Yeah. I do maybe like our company sells 60-70% off plan, and the remaining
Okay.
we have secondary market, so resell projects. But in off plan, it totally depends which developers you work with. And for us,
Yeah.
the most important thing is to deliver our clients quality products, which, for example, match with the European building standards. And therefore, there is developers for sure who provide more commission, but this is not our main goal. Our main goal is to really provide the client with something high quality that he will get a good ROI for the next years and will not have to suffer from building quality issues and stuff like that. So whenever developers are paying like 10-15% here in Dubai, I can tell you most of the
Stay
time
away.
they will have some issues. Yeah.
Right.
It's like that.
Okay.
But anyways,
bit of trick.
off-plan market is definitely booming, and we have attractive payment plans here. You have a capital appreciation up to even 30-40% until the project is completed. So a lot of our investors are also buying, as it mentioned here, bulk deals, for example, and then selling them after completion.
Okay. And how does it work in terms of transactions? So if a foreign buyer comes in, how does it work? How much percentage down? Can they borrow money in Dubai? How does that work?
Well, it totally depends on the project and on the developer. There's different payment plans. Usually the down payment is between 15 to 30%, plus 4% dwelling department fee, which is always payable on the total property price. And then basically you can do everything digital. So you don't have to be in Dubai. We have many international clients from all around the world. Some of them I have never seen. I have never even zoomed to, but they bought properties, and we just took the whole we just took the whole process from them. Also then did the snagging, did the handover of the property, rented for them. So everything is possible without the buyer itself being here present in Dubai.
Okay. Yeah, and you've done so well with the marketing. I mean, your social media strategy. You've become a bit of a celebrity, man. how did you come about doing that? Because that's something we can all learn from, I think.
Yeah,
that's
actually we just stepped into this out of no plan when we came here, and then we decided to make to start real estate. The brokers told us like you have to have Instagram, otherwise you cannot be successful in Dubai. But I have to say, 4 years back, the market was not like today, that everyone was taking videos and was super active on social media. It was not like that. However, my business partner came up with the idea of Real Estate Blondies, the brand itself, where Lily and I were really in the first moment not impressed by. We thought like nobody's gonna take us serious, and what is that kind of name? But then we slept one night, and then we thought, okay, well, every real estate company has something with home or house in their name, super basic, and how can we stand out of all of that? So that's when we started and just creating content, and this is how we grew in the past years.
Perfect. Cool. I mean, that's really insightful stuff.
Sorry, and social media has a huge impact these days. People, they don't believe us, but we generate 80% out of our quality leads from social media, and they're for free. Like since 1 year, I haven't done any paid advertisement campaign for generating leads because I don't need it. Like I get per hour maybe 20 requests, from people who are like genuine buyers over Instagram.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Well, people love your account because the name, because Blondies super famous now.
Yeah.
Right. So people love looking at you guys doing videos, right? That works.
Yeah.
Cool. Are there any questions for anyone? So obviously, I
Just
think Angelica has done really well in terms of social media, and building that brand. Was it 3 years, 4 years? How long has it been?
4 years.
4 years. Wow. That's very impressive. Very,
can I
very
just
impressive.
ask the
Yeah.
question?
Yeah, of
Do
course.
people buy the properties, they generally do Airbnb, or do they use it long-term leases? So if someone buys
This depends on the.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Finish the question, please.
Yeah, so when someone buys a property and say for argument's sake, they lease it to get a rental return, do some people do Airbnb, or is it long-term leases?
Yeah, this depends on the location. And B locations, I would say, like not in the city center, the long-term lease is more attractive because a lot of residents who actually live here in Dubai, they move out of the city due to the noise and more privacy and less like short-term rentals within the property, so they can enjoy the amenities of the project. Whereas in the A locations within the city, short-term rents are super attractive. So both of the options are possible in Dubai for sure.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Any other questions? And what do you do on a daily basis? Like, do you list properties in Dubai? How does it work real estate wise? Do you go out and call? How do you get clients in Dubai?
For us, because we're very strong on the social media, that's what I mentioned. Like people are actually messaging us, so we don't have to do cold calls, which is also illegal in Dubai, and you can easily get fined 50,000 dirhams. So I wouldn't recommend that at all. Yeah. So if you call, and then there is a website where people can report your number, and then that's it. So you get 50,000 fine. Otherwise, of course, the network, if you sold a property within the community, people, they will come to you, give you their listings. And with off-plan projects, all the agents can work with all the developers. So there is no exclusivity, except of the huge companies who do mainly luxury projects like Sotheby's, Lux Habitat, Lux International, who have exclusivity on some projects, but then again, they work with all the agents. So there in the off-plan market, it's all about connections to the developer owners, which we thankfully established during the COVID time when they actually listened to us and had time for us. These in Dubai, it's quite difficult if you don't have connections and an established company where you join, where those connections have already been built. I think it's quite difficult because they don't have time for you. They will not listen to you except you have a billion dirham check in your hand.
That's correct. Yeah. And I guess that's kind of lesson today. You know, it's about networking. It's about the people you know.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to do. Just pull everyone together in a network. We also have websites that we push to. So we have 192 websites around the world, and that we find is a way to get inquiries through. So, for example, you can advertise a Dubai website in the US. And Americans will see that on Zillow, right? Or the UK or Germany or Singapore, right? People can, and that's kind of the idea. You know, we're trying to constantly find leads for our projects, right? Our buyers. That's one way. That's why you're part of the network, and that's how we work. Cool. Any other questions? Angelica's just getting started. I don't know if you had coffee yet.
One.
Oh, I've got a question.
Yeah.
Sorry, who was that? Someone. Sabri,
yes. Yes. Hi, Angelica. Good job. Well done,
Hello.
by the way. Yeah. My name is Sabri. I'm a mortgage broker in Australia and work with Oxbridge very closely, and it's been very successful. The question here is, do Dubai banks, do they do loan for foreigners?
Yes.
Say you want to say, what's the percentage that in terms of deposit and process and all that? Do you guys aware of that?
Yeah, so we have mortgage brokers which we work with within the UAE. And then, for example, for our German clients, we also have mortgage brokers in Germany where we can take properties in Germany as a security and then get a mortgage for Dubai properties. In other countries, to be honest, I was not that involved in the bank system and in the mortgage system. So maybe in Australia, it can also be done like that. But I think you can find this out better than me. In Dubai itself, there is two types of mortgages. So non-resident mortgage for foreigners who don't have a visa and no residency in Dubai is up to 50 or 60% after the property is completed. Interest rates right now for non-residents are probably around 5.5 to 6.5%. And the duration is around 25 years, but you can always pay back the bank in advance. And you pay 1% or 10,000 dirham, whatever is less. So it's really not that expensive. Regarding the residents, there is a higher percentage what you can get as a mortgage. So for your first property, you can even get up to 80%. And for the next property, 70 or 60%.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. That's pretty good. So I will be in touch.
Sure. No problem.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Thanks,
Joker's
Paul.
part of the
Thank you.
network now. Welcome.
Yeah, no, definitely. Thank you very much.
There's someone else. Is that Sa? Is that, I'm not too sure that is. Sa?
Yeah, so that basically, I just wanted to ask you if you already covered this one, like I missed. What about the rental yield in Dubai? It's like if someone wants to invest in Dubai, what sort of expectation?
Yeah. On the long-term rents in locations which are not in the city center, you can get up to even 7 to 9% net. And short-term does really matter in which place, as long as the property is attractive and of course should be still an attractive community. You can achieve 10 to even 14% net, but it's of course fluctuating. So depending on the season in Dubai, of course, in summer, the rents will not be as high and the occupation will be not as high as in winter time when we have the season in Dubai. And on the long term, rents in city center locations, maybe around 5 to 6% net ROI.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
Welcome.
That's so high. That's so high. That's crazy high.
That's why
in the
people
US,
want to invest here.
It's crazy high. Sydney, 2%, if that.
Yeah.
New York, maybe 3%, if that. Crazy.
I know.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, in Dubai, the key to success, in terms of the ROI, is still that prices are increasing, but rents are increasing at the same time. So we can still achieve those ROIs, and we don't have the tax. This is also a huge benefit.
Yeah. Yeah. So just to confirm, there's no personal tax in Dubai, right? And no corporate tax in Dubai.
No.
Man,
Corporate
that's
tax,
crazy.
they already have implemented. No.
Little bit, yes. No?
Yeah. Corporate tax, they have implemented since last year. It's 9%. But there is also, how to say it, like you have to generate a certain volume with your company to even be eligible for that tax. So there is enough ways, how to say it, there is enough ways legally that you can
Sure. Yeah. No.
avoid
we
it.
have clients like that. Yeah, that live in Dubai, and obviously they're an employee of their own company, and obviously because they're not a resident of their own country anymore, right? They don't have to pay their country's tax, so they pay Dubai tax, which is 0. So man, you save yourself a lot of money every year. That's amazing. That's amazing. Any other questions from anyone? Anyone else? Last chance. I'm sure Angelica's very, very busy. But Angelica, welcome to the network. Thank you very much for your time today. If it's okay, people on the Zoom today, I'll put you guys together. And You know, it's one of these things about real estate. Who knows, right? Who knows? There might be someone somewhere, sometime that will have a buyer or seller or client, whatever, right? And that's kind of the idea of real estate. It's to bring people together.
Sure. Was nice meeting all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Angelica. Thank you for your time today. Have a great day. See you guys.
See you.
Bye
Same
now.
to you.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.